Hey, do you like Magic the Gathering? Myself as well loves Magic the Gathering. Well, I have the podcast for you. How about you join us at Cardboard Cave MTG Podcast? We are in all social media and audio platforms that you can enjoy. You can join us as well when we go live every Wednesday at 9. Like that, you can join us, comment below, and we can go ahead and have that conversation together. Plus, after that, we have Commander games and arena content coming your way. So if you love Magic the Gathering as well as we do, just go ahead, look us up as Cardboard Cave Podcasts. Welcome, everybody, to another episode of the Cardboard Cave Podcast. I am one of your hosts, John Ramos. We have Chris right there in the background. We will be having JP shortly because there's a lot of issues going on today, but it happens, guys. But we are here tonight for all of you. And then let's go ahead and do a couple of nitpicks before we do anything else. If you guys want our merchandise, you can just go ahead and go on the top. The link is right there. You just have to click it, check the store, and get any product that you like. It will go straight to your home. So it's really just buying it and then going straight to your home, and is supporting us, and you will be supporting the Cardboard Cave, and it will be awesome for you as well. We have a lot of different designs. If you see a design that you think that you want a specific color shirt, just tell us and we can add it to our merch store as well. Go to altersleeves.com, use our affiliated link, or as well you can use our affiliation code Cardboard Cave. Like that, you can get 5% off your order, and as well you will be supporting us as well if you want to spice up your commander and making it look really nice. One more thing before we go ahead and present our friend Chris, let me go ahead and do something here. Boop. We will be making a small giveaway, but first we need to make some milestones. Right now we are at Twitch, we are at 342 followers. We would love to get to 350 followers. At TikTok, we're at 184. We would love to get to 200. And as well on Facebook, we're at 293, and our goal is to get 300. Why do I say this? Because if we do get those goals on those platforms, we will be giving away to 3 lucky fans sealed. Let's see if oh god, the camera won't let me see them, but let's see if I can put them here. So these are sealed secret layer surprise basic lands. They're foil. They're from different artists. We have 2 swamps and a mountain. So when we reach each of these milestones, we will be giving them away to 3 of you. We will be putting the instructions as soon as we get to the milestone. We're really close to all of them, so your support, it will help us grow. And as well, we are finishing up our Discord just for you guys. So I'm going to go ahead and present to you the master of the goblins, our friend and one and only Chris. You're muted.
There we go. How about now?
Now we can hear you.
All right. So, hey, how's it going, everyone? I mean, everyone in this case just being John for now, but also our listeners, how's it going? Type in the comments.
Yes, type in the comments. Remember, you can share the podcast on Twitch or on YouTube or on Facebook. Share it to your friends if you have somebody that's starting Magic the Gathering or somebody that loves Magic the Gathering content as well. So let's go ahead. I know that Chris, you have a busy rest night moving forward for you. So we're gonna go ahead and touch bases on a couple of things like that we can move forward and leave the Mark Rosewater teaser list at the end, because I know that is like
It's like JP's specialty essentially.
Exactly, that's JP's specialty. Let me go ahead and look for our first topic of the night.
I think we were gonna
Okay.
we're gonna start talking about those secret layer goodies that were popping up.
Yes, the secret layered goodies that have been popping out. Let me go ahead. Facebook is kind of being a little laggy today, so the Facebook page is not refreshing. But either way, if you do follow us on TikTok, the secret layer goodies is already there if you guys want to check them out. Uh, so Chris, while I have the shared screen,
Yep.
remember just pay attention to the chat, like that. I can go ahead and dabble here. So here we go. So we have a couple of secret layer goodies because if you guys all know, recently in the previous episode, we did speak that slivers have been appearing in some secret layers. So apparently we are getting more slivers and as well some blueprint style cards. If you guys remember, there was a couple of secret layer surprise goodies as well, like Swiftfoot boots, and I don't remember. I think there was two other more that you could have gotten them as lottery in your secret layer. So we do have a couple of those more, and then we have Siphon Sliver, Opaline Sliver, Cloud Shredder Sliver are the slivers that are going to be added to the secret layer surprise gift. Um, Now, and they, if you see, they all have that full art treatment, and as well we have Reliquary Tower as our blueprint that I really want. I want like five because it looks amazing. It's a combination of like the old art, like the first one that came out with give me 1 second. Oh, God. Ah, I got good news, but
Ooh,
not for you guys. Still, it's not. It's for us. Yes, for you guys later.
dang it. All
We got
right.
Hedron Archive as our other blueprint. It's they don't have like a really good picture of it, but they did post this one. I think somebody did pull it in one of the recent secret layers, and as well, Pilgrim's Eye is the other card that it got the blueprint style uh, secret layer as well. What do you think about this, Chris? Do you like the idea? Do you like the fact that these cards are being like reprinted and being uh, even though they're lottery, we did check recently on the previous episode. We did check the prices are not going
Yeah,
up
and they're
or
not
down.
like absolutely insane either. You know, like
Hmm.
they're not like super overpriced for what they are. Because and it's kind of surprising because you would expect a lottery card like this to skyrocket in price, but then again, if you think a lot of the stuff that we're seeing, I would have supposed that the slivers were going to go up in price because they're kind of like really niche. Like a lot of people, there's like a very select few people that like slivers a lot and that just like collecting them. So I don't know. I thought it was gonna go up in price a lot, but I guess it didn't because of how like niche slivers are. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, or maybe there's just more people getting a lot of these lottery cards than
Hmm.
we initially thought there was. Like it's no mystery that like Wizards of the Coast sales with like secret layer product and pretty much any product like these last few years has like skyrocketed. So maybe there's just more of these lottery cards out there than we realize, but I think we would have to delve a little bit more into those secret layer numbers to be able to really figure that out.
No, yeah,
Um,
it is correct. But again, it's something that we've been like that we've been talking about, that not all the time the cards that do get reprinted or get these like how
like
do you
the
say
treatments and
the
the
treatments, you don't get to they don't get to like be high price cards. You can
Mhm,
get them at a reasonable price.
mhm.
Let me check the if I can get okay, let me see, there we go. Let me see if I found it. Okay. No. I oh yeah, okay, so I did find I found I will just put the art because I think the link probably they already dropped it, but it's something that did happen. Oh wait, no, it's right here. Let me see if it's still available. Boop. Yes, it is. Oh, they changed it. I knew that this was going to happen, but it's okay. Let me go ahead and share it. So another after stream. So another thing that did happen is very quick. The MTG 30 festival box was available for people that cannot go to Las Vegas. It was going to be including the Arcane Signet foiled etch, the Soul Ring, a M30 playmat, the Secret Layer
There's
that they
I see two
announced.
commander decks there too, right?
Yes, they were going to. It's Buckle Up and the other one from Kamigawa, the 100 card deck box, the one that's exclusive for the event, the sleeves of the Secret Layer, 100 sleeves. But the most important thing about this festival box was that they was going to be including a mystery box con- convention booster box. So this is what's going to be for $269.99. It was a great price because again, these boxes, this mystery booster box, especially the convention ones, are going like the prices always fluctuate. But the issue was not that. The issue was that when Wizard of the Coast announced this virtual ticket, the issue was that it went sold out too quickly. And the thing is that when it went sold out, it still was available for people to purchase. The thing is that when you were about to go to purchase, the website would say to you, "No, we can't. We can't get this rolling. You can't do this. You can't do that." So it was a very big hassle. So Chris, while I get ready for for the other quick bit, what do you think about this crazy stuff?
I mean, I c it's kind of surprising that Wizards of the Coast had that kind of oversight with this kind of product, considering the insane numbers that they would have been getting for the event in itself, you know.
Yeah, that is true.
But um, it's not entirely something that I would say is like unexpected from Wizards of the Coast. Um, with how things have just been happening, I feel like they're I don't know if it's either a shortage of cardboard or what's going on, but like all anything that Wizards of the Coast is like putting out is getting sold out and like going way over their expectations when it comes to just the amount of product they're printing for everything. So it'd be interesting to kind of take a more
Hmm.
in-depth look at like what is going on behind the scenes at either Wizards of the Coast or just worldwide, really, with like how the economy's been acting up and all that kind of stuff. Um, Actually, were you able to get your hands on the convention on like this box or now?
I was going to get it, but then I told my wife like, "Hey, let me just wait until until I start my new job and get my first paycheck and whatnot," because I thought that this was going to be like a product like when you go to China Fireball that you can just buy their convention boxes at any
Yeah,
time.
yeah,
So I thought that you could have done that, but then when I did see this issue happen, then I was like, "Holy shit!" Like
yeah, like hella FOMO.
um yeah, like, well, whatever, I can't get it, fine. I did fill out the grant for the MTG event. I did fill it out, so
Yeah.
kudos to see if I get the grant. They will be only choosing 10 people for the grant. The grant is that they will be giving you the Black Lotus VIP package for free,
Hmm.
and as well $2,000 to be able
For
to do
expenses and stuff.
your for expenses and stuff. So that's good because again, if you think smart, the only thing that will be expensive is your plane ticket. The only thing that you would need is just find an Airbnb for like 2 days, and that's it.
Hmm.
At least if I do get the grant, I can just talk to our friend Carlos that he is really going to the event at Las Vegas, so I can be like, hey, can I bunk with you?
Hell yeah.
It would be much more easier. Like, hey, can I bunk with you? Come on. But one of the other things,
I'll sleep in the
Chris,
same bed. Te echo la patita.
exactly. One of the other things,
Gotta kiss the homies
amazing
goodnight.
things, Chris,
Mhm.
that this is something that it hurt me a lot because I don't remember if I did played the
Mm. Before you do move on though, I
go
I
ahead.
did I did also want to like kind of interject here. Um, on the box that they have on the site, do we know if it's like convention edition or is it convention retail edition?
I think it's convention retail because it sold out pretty fast. So and then they're not doing it again. Wizard of the Coast already said that they're not going to bring this product again. So it's just like a one time one thing and that's it.
Yeah, that's what I
So
mean. Like if it's a one time like one thing product, I would assume that it's gonna be a like convention box because that's the one that's actually like worth anything. If it's a convention retail, because I don't know if you were like aware, there's essentially three mystery booster boxes, right? They have the retail mystery booster box,
no, this is the
which no
convention
no
one.
no
This is the one that you
okay
can get the test cards.
yeah, because that's the thing. There's a convention edition that's made for retail, and you get you still get the cards, but they have the planeswalker stamp at the bottom.
No,
So
but this
when
one is
these
the
cards,
convention
okay, all right, yeah,
convention
that's a
booster
bit
box.
that's
That's what at least that's what the listing said.
yeah, okay,
Because I think that's uh what Magic Historian said is that due to the fact that this is the convention booster box,
hmm
it makes sense of the price because those booster boxes fluctuate a lot in price.
yeah.
you know so one of the other things that is going to be really quick, and at least it hurts me because it hurts the developer company that worked hard on this. So Spellslingers is already available in the Apple App Store and in the Android Store as well. This
hmm
is the fun fact. The fun fact is that Wizard of the Coast did not promo the game at all on
Yep.
its launch. It was just there.
Not
People
even
knew
pre-launch. There was like absolutely nothing.
there was beta testing. They did a beta and everything, but again, uh, it was unannounced. It was just there. This game was hidden from Wizard of the Coast, probably because they thought that this was going to be a fail. And apparently, a lot of people are very mad at the development company. Why? Because there's still a lot of the game is still buggy. The game still has lorem itsum text in certain places of the game when that's not supposed to happen. When we mean lorem itsum, is this type of text that people, including myself, graphic designers or web developers, use to fill up spaces of your art, like that the person that's going to buy your art or that contracted you can see at least how the art is going to look with text. So the game still has a couple of those little lorem ipsum texts. The thing is that the other thing that the people are very, very, very arguing about is that this game is fully microtransactions. So it is a pay to win game. There is no, they do say that you can play the game for free, but if you want the other planeswalkers or other characters or other cards, you have to pay with microtransactions. So, Chris, you hear about this. What do you think about what's going on in regards to not promoting Spellslingers?
If Wizards of the Coast initially thought that this was going to be a flop, that already tells you a lot, considering the quality of the product that they've released before in relation to video games.
Yeah.
The Diablo clone for that they tried last time being
Oh
the
God, that
like a
was
glaring
horrible.
example. Honestly, I don't even think it was absolutely terrible. It just all went to hell once you like saw all the microtransactions and how unoptimized the game was. Like I sometimes can't believe the amount of testicles that Wizards of the Coast has of releasing essentially unfinished products and then on top of that putting microtransactions in them. Like, and a lot of companies does this. This isn't something that's exclusive to Wizards of the Coast. We've seen a lot of this a lot of this stuff happening in gaming for like the past 10 years like crazy. Like the glaring examples being something like Cyberpunk or No Man's Sky, like being the more notorious of the examples, right? But
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on like again behind the scenes at Wizards HQ. Like WOTC, Hasbro, like you guys are rolling in cash right now. Get a good development team to make your video games. Like what's going on?
Yes. I know, man. I don't understand why.
Like there was also another mobile game. Like Magic the Gathering has had more mobile games than I ever realized to launch on like the App Store
Mm-hmm.
and Android. Like but a lot of them just kind of follow that same pattern. You don't really see any if at all like promo being done for them. Excuse me. Any or at all like promo being done for them, and they tend to either be an unbalanced mess, or they're super buggy, or microtransactions just really get in the way of having any fun with the game at all.
Yeah.
Like there's just kind of no in between, and until Wizards of the Coast comes up with, excuse me, I had like hiccups, comes up with something that is just more balanced in general.
Mm-hmm.
It's like this is never going to work out for them, and like sometimes it just makes me ask myself, like, why even put in all that money and effort to make a half-ass product? Like, what's
Exactly.
the long-term goal here? I don't. That's what
It
I don't understand.
it
Is this all
happened,
just essentially play testing for like some grand like Nicole Bolas level like video game scheme? Like I don't know, Wizards. You gotta give me something here. Throw me a bone, man.
but it happened exactly the same thing when Arena was in the beta phase.
Hmm.
Everybody that got the invite to play the beta, because you couldn't play the beta unless you were invited, because they wanted
Yeah,
to
I
make
remember
sure
that.
that people that were over 2k planeswalker points, because back in the day there was like a point system in Magic the Gathering.
And we still
So
have it, no?
I don't think
Like with the
so.
W with like the WPN like system. Like I'm pretty sure they like rack up your points for tournaments, don't they?
Let me check on my companion app, because that's why the app exists.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like there's a companion app. Like I would assume that if you have a companion app, the whole point is to keep track of like the points for the tournaments that you register. If not, like what's even the point? Like I suppose that the underlying like point
I have to
would
log in,
be
so I don't know.
for the store to like register, but that still doesn't make any sense. I'm
No,
actually
yeah,
looking
but
for it in the companion now, but I don't see anything that even.
that says like how many planeswalker points you have.
Yeah, no, I guess. Wow, if this doesn't actually do that, like this, that's a huge bummer to be honest.
It is. So
Like,
back in the day, guys, like a couple of years ago, maybe, yeah, a couple of years ago. So when you would go to your local game store, instead of using the companion app, you would have a special code that was called your DCI. I still have mine.
yes.
That code, you would give it to your local game store, and then you would register to the tournament. From there, depending on what place you landed, that's how many planeswalker points you would get.
Hmm.
So depending on how many players, that's how
And
many planeswalker
I
points.
think ties were based off of Planeswalker points too. No.
Yes, exactly. Even ties, where you would get like half. I think you would get like half a portion of how many, depending on how the tie went. Because if it was a natural 1-1, then that's fine. If it was a 1-1, but the turn ended because of time, then both players would only get half of the points. So
Hmm.
when Arena was announced, people that were listed in with more than 2k planeswalker points would get the invite. Why they made sure there was 2k? Because they were making sure that is people that were playing constantly in local game stores.
Hmm.
And not only that, depending on your region, depending on your region, uh, you could know who would be on, like, here in Puerto Rico, who are the top players in Puerto Rico, depending on your planeswalker points.
Hmm.
What happened? When Arena was presented, everybody that started Arena with the beta phase, they got their decks ready, they played a lot, they played small events, and then when the game was presented fully to the people, we lost everything. And they only gave us like 4K gems to be
Hmm.
able to compensate everything that we did and the time that we put in
That, by
the
the way,
game.
wasn't like anywhere near enough to compensate
Exactly.
for the amount of cards that you had gained by then. And like we're talking about, we had stuff from like I think wasn't there like stuff from Innistrad or something like that? Like there was
No,
code for Innistrad cards in the
we
game.
had we had stuff.
So I remember Amonkhet,
It was
Ixalan.
it was legit Amonkhet and
Yeah.
Exelon. It was all that block, all
Hmm.
that standard block was the one that's available when the beta was
The
going.
Hazoret red deck wins like that's
Yes.
the standard block. Yes, let's go.
But then, Chris, I have something very juicy for you. So you know that these past few days we've been speaking a lot about leaks. You know, everything is being leaked. The story was leaked. Johnny was leaked. The pre-order was leaked. How about if I tell you that a new set was leaked thanks to Amazon?
A whole new set, you say?
Yes. So if you type, I don't know if you can type it now, but if you would type Dominaria Remastered, you will find listings of Dominaria Remastered Draft Booster Box and Collector Booster Boxes as well. The thing is that the rumors are, Chris, that this is the catch. This is another double feature treatment that Dominaria will be getting. Because you know that when Dominaria United ends, we go to Brothers War. So what they are saying, or the heavy rumors are saying, is that we are going to be getting a double feature treatment with Dominaria. And the rumors go furthermore into this. They do say that this double feature will be an old style frame for the cards that are going to be available in Brothers War and in Dominaria United. So, you know, if you remembered for double feature that a couple of days ago we did speak about it, that this
Yeah.
was Wizard of the Coast did mention this that set was a complete failure for them. They tried to make these like movie style cards, but actually it was just reprints in grayscale, and that's it.
Yeah.
We didn't get anything special from it.
I mean,
But
there were like
now,
some rares and mythics, I think, that actually did have like some special art or something, but it really
you
just wasn't worth
okay?
it.
Yeah, but still, it wasn't worth, especially the price tag. It was too
Hmm.
expensive for what it was.
No.
So we see this. The rumors are that we're going to be getting the cards from Dominaria United and then Brothers War. So, and plus, if you guys, whoever follows us on Facebook, a lot of art popped out for Dominaria United. A lot of characters, a lot of gorgeous lands that are in those arts, as well a special maybe reprint that, as well as being teased and as well as being rumored that we're going to be getting Liliana the Veil back in standard.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
so we're going to be getting all of these cards with the old bordered style, quote unquote, maybe. But that those are the heavy rumors of Dominaria Remastered. That's going to be like a double feature treatment. What do you think about this?
I feel like for Dominaria Remastered to even work, it's gonna have to be something along the lines of like a special like double masters kind of deal, not in the like the set being like super jam packed or anything. But definitely having something that sets it apart from the two Dominaria sets aside from the art. So like either like like for example, let's say just to like put an example instead of like you have like the normal set cards, and then you have like the opportunity of one of your
Mm-hmm.
mythics or rares of being like a Liliana, like a Last Hope, is it like the one that costs 3? That's like the came also came out of Double Masters. But like something along those lines,
Yeah,
just having
Liliana, the Last Hope. You mean Double
yeah.
Masters 20? This Double Masters, yeah.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that there should be some kind of like chase card or incentive that actually makes you buy these boxes, because if they're just gonna pull off double feature again, like what's like at the end of the day, like what's the point? Is
Yeah.
it still better if they actually implement either old border or alternate art than whatever the hell it is they did, like than just doing grayscale like they did with double feature? Yeah, no, I think that's great, and I think that it's still a product that's going to sell. But in general, I just don't think it's going to be a product worth buying if it's just going to be, oh, we're just going to mix the two sets together and put pretty art on it. Like I think that's just kind of a waste of time and resources, but I suppose that if Wizards is making money off of it, they won't see it that way.
I just hope that if they do this Dominaria remastered, that I hope that it's a better product than double feature. You know,
To be
I
fair,
do.
that's not such a high bar.
You know, I really do like old style bordered cards. So if they do this, I am going to be happy. Because old style borders are amazing. When they did that with Time Spiral and with Modern Horizons 2,
Hmm.
I went bonkers because a lot of the cards that I would use in Commander, they were in these old style border cards.
Yeah,
And as well, if you go to your local game store and you waste $50, or wait, not waste,
not waste. Yeah, there you go.
invest $50 on your local game store and on yourself, you would get an old border style Soul Ring with the recent artwork that we get reprinted in every Commander. Um, but still, it is fun seeing these cards reprinted in old style framing. So I just hope that this product will be better, and that it's not a scam, like double feature, because we expected more for double feature. I still, right now, I would still buy a box just because I want to have a couple of those cards in my commander, uh, and for fun, because it's just a fun set. But in the planes called Dominaria, this planes is very important for a lot of us, because it's an important plane in regards of Magic the Gathering lore.
I mean,
But
it's
if you guys,
basically the first plane where absolutely everything worked, like went down. Like this is
Mhm.
like essentially the almost a nexus in the multiverse.
That is true. So, Chris, before we go to our final topic, there will be the Mark Rosewater list. Sadly, JP can't make it. His internet service is wonkers due to Luma, because here in Puerto Rico, guys, we do have issues with the light
Power.
service and power. I was actually afraid because where I'm living, the power was about to go out. I was like, well, that means that we have to reschedule this for another day, but at least we're right here with you guys. So, guys, August 31st is very important that you put it in your calendar. It's very important that you don't miss it. It's very important that when it goes live, you share this live stream, because it's going to be our first Commander Fan Night. Is going to be at August 31st at 9 o'clock at night. You will see myself, Chris, Orengo, and JP going head to head with two of our fans. One of them is from the UK, the other one is from the States. So you're going to have interesting commander decks going at it. Obviously, well, we here in the Cardboard Cave, we will be using the ones that you have seen previously, even though I have been changing up Shurikai a little bit, so it is doing what I wanted to do. Um, but don't miss out this event, because this event will be amazing. And as well, like we've mentioned before, if you guys want to be in the next Commander Fan Night, just go ahead, DM us a message on Facebook or on TikTok, or in the chat, and say, "Hey, I want to join you guys and be part of an episode." And we'll go ahead and coordinate everything. We did already have our meeting for Rule Zero. It was really fun. Um, Sadly, it was really late, so we couldn't stay talking with our fans. But it was a great experience, you know. Even though it's digital, but it was a great experience with them. So, Chris, are you excited?
Heck yeah! What do you mean? Why are you asking these questions, John? I mean, what? Like, am I supposed to like? Oh no, no, we're just playing with like a pair of people that watch us every once in a while. Like, oh, it's boring.
So,
No, like
Chris,
this is great.
so
Yeah.
Chris, this is the Mark Rosewater list,
Yes,
the
sir.
list. So we're gonna go through it one by one, give our opinion, and move forward to the next one because Chris has things to do. So, and sadly, we don't have JP with us. That's the sad part. I really do wish that JP was with us like that. He can give us his piece of the pie. Give me 1 second.
Definitely.
Let me fix this.
Like
It will.
usually, JP is the one who like gets a lot of these predictions pretty spot on, man.
He is the one that gets them. So let's go ahead. First one is a new evergreen counter. I know that you guys were talking about this card in the chat. Um, is this card going to be a green card?
No, no, no. Evergreen meaning like like with evergreen mechanics that it just like comes out in like almost every set, pretty much.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay,
So the thing, like that's what I understood the first time I read it. I went insane because I was like, oh, what? What do you mean? Green is
a
getting a
green.
counter spell, and then it's like, wait, no, a new evergreen counter. What I'm not sure about is if like, and this is just like a personal thing. I don't know if like
Mm-hmm.
anyone else has made that like that has had that confusion. When they say evergreen counter, is it a new like counter that you place on like permanents, or is it like a counter spell, like a
Exactly.
that's what I'm not sure on. I'm pretty sure that like maybe someone on Reddit or even Maro himself has clarified that. I just haven't seen any clarification on it at
Me
least.
neither, man. I really don't. Okay, so I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I really don't want another counter based mechanic. Been getting it for so many sets that
Yeah.
I'm already tired of it. And the sad part is that some of these counter effects we don't use them in future sets. So it's like you
Hmm.
present us the new mechanic and it's like there, but it does not exist. Like in Ikoria, you gave us mutate. Have we seen mutate again?
No,
No,
you probably never will.
exactly.
That's part of
And
the
then we
problem.
have adventure. Did we see it in the D&D set? We did see it in Commander Legends, the second Commander
Yeah, but
Legends.
not. But I would say that it wasn't really enough of it to be
Exactly.
able
It
to
was,
like make a whole like thing. You know.
you know. So for me, I hope that this is a new counter spell. Probably in a color that it's odd, like Chris mentioned, in green. It would be great because I know
No,
that we have
no, not
counters.
green, not green.
We
Any
do.
color but green.
We
No,
have counters on white. We have
no,
counters on red. We
no.
have counters on
It
blue,
doesn't it
obviously.
doesn't matter. I just don't want it to be in green. Look, green is gotten too much. Just give it a break.
Okay, okay, okay. So Chris, this is what we were that this is what I mentioned a couple of minutes ago. A popular Planeswalker card gets a reprint due to the Liliana the Veil artwork. I think we know which Planeswalker is. I don't know, but
Sweet.
probably I really don't want it to be because you know that in other artworks we do see Teferi like in the background.
Mhm.
So I don't want Teferi Hero of Dominaria to get reprinted again because
No,
he
I
already
don't
did
think
get
so.
pre-printed for a championship event win card, and then it got reprinted on the Secret Layer celebrating Black History Month.
That was a really cool one though.
Yes, it was. I love that artwork. It's in my commander, so it's
Oh
I
yeah.
love it. Reasons why I got the that secret layer is because all of the art of the cards are so amazing, especially cultivate. Oof, gorgeous
Yeah.
card.
I suppose that based off of the spoilers so far, Liliana is the one that makes sense. A part of me would just kind of hope that it's I don't know, just someone different. Maybe like a Karn or something. I haven't seen like a fun Karn in a while. At least
Yeah,
Liliana
but it
has
says a
had like a
popular
reprint
planeswalker
recently.
card, so
Yeah,
it's
that's
a
what I'm saying. I mean, Karn was a
but it's
pretty
going to
popular Planeswalker card.
yeah, but which one though? Which card do you
No,
want reprinted?
Obviously, like the Karn that comes down for 7 and makes like your opponent's life impossible,
Oh,
like the one we used to run in Tron.
yes,
Well, I
yes.
mean, you still run it in Tron, but
Well, I don't have the Tron deck anymore, but
oh,
if I would
respect.
still if I would still have the Tron deck, yes, I would still be running that Karn. I still
But
have the
yeah,
Tron lands. I know that our friend Carlos has the Tron deck. He invited me to go to the modern event in ISD,
mhm.
but the thing is that I couldn't go. But I did want to go. I wanted to take the rust out of these hands of playing modern,
Oh yeah,
and
man, modern is so much fun.
especially my favorite deck, Tron.
Yes,
This one is interesting. A blue card with destroy all creatures.
that to me sounds absolutely insane. I don't really expect it to be just flat out destroy all creatures, especially because it says a blue card with destroy all creatures. So I assume there's gonna be
Perpetually.
like a perpetually destroy all creatures. Let's go. No, but like I was thinking it's either gonna be like destroy all creatures with like hmm. Okay, I'm sorry. I just kind of like thought of something. If you go up and you see like the evergreen counter thing, it's like I don't know, maybe
Yeah.
like destroy all creatures with like these like X counters or something. Um, assuming that that isn't like a counter spell of some kind, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, blue card with destroy all creatures. I would assume that the condition probably has to do with either since we're going back to Dominaria and Urza was into genocide, it's gonna actually have something to do with like a certain creature type, maybe like destroy all Phyrexian creatures or something. Um, or it's gonna have to do with something like power and toughness, or like something along those lines.
I think that power and toughness makes more sense
Hmm.
because most of the blue cards that are like removal or do something to creatures, most of them affect power and toughness.
Yeah, they tend to be something with like creatures with toughness less the equal to less of the than the amount of islands you
Mm-hmm.
control or something for like putting it back into your hand.
Yeah, because the other ones that are like destroy target or exile target thing, well, it's cards that give your opponent something.
Yeah, exactly.
You know. The next teaser is a 5 mana value creature that can be a 10/10.
Part of me expects that to be one of those like level up creatures,
You
kind of like the one
mm,
they did with
makes
like the
sense.
snowlands back in.
Yeah,
Yeah, there's also the possibility that it like gets pumped up to 10/10 with
that
with
can
like
be a
another
10/10.
effect on the
So
battlefield.
the sad part is it's going to be a 5 mana value creature. So unless the effect is very low cost, then it will be worth it to be in the 60 card slot.
There's also like we also have to consider that aside from being able to just be a 10/10, it could have keywords that highly affect
No,
like
true.
how effective this thing is. Because imagine
Trample.
imagine it's like, for like, just to put an example, if you have like 10 or less life, this creature becomes a 10/10,
Mm-hmm.
and then like it has like maybe haste or trample, and it's like, oh, that's insane, dude.
Yeah, it is. It is. The next card will be that we're going to have 3 original Weatherlight crew members are in the set.
All right, so at least on that part, I cannot off the top of my head remember which one of the Weatherlight members are alive. Cause I'm pretty
Isn't
sure that
Joyra part
like,
of the Weatherlight?
no, she's not part of the original Weatherlight crew.
Oh,
Because the
okay.
original captain of the Weatherlight was Captain Sisse.
Oh, right, 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 right.
Yeah, but you already have like Sisse's descendants and stuff like
Yeah,
that,
we
so
have
it's
two
not gonna be
Sisseys.
Sisse. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So it's not gonna be Sisse that's gonna be like in the set. At least that's what I think, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely not Joyra because she's one of the new Weatherlight crew members. Um, I'm pretty. I don't want to say I'm pretty sure, but like Karn has to be like one of those 3 original like Weatherlight crew members because he's in the story. So I would
Mm-hmm.
automatically assume that he's gonna pop up in the set. I might be wrong, but that's what I'm assuming.
You imagine Karn, instead of being a planeswalker, being a creature again.
That would definitely be interesting, to be honest. That'd be interesting to think about, but they would have to somehow take his spark away, and I don't think that's what's going to happen because all that Sheoldred did so far was just like bring down an entire cave on Karn and just leave him trapped. So I don't think that's going to be the case just yet. Um, the original Weatherlight crew members. I can't remember a lot of people off the top of my head that are essentially immortal.
Now, this is
um,
why we need JP.
Yeah, definitely. But
JP is the guy.
I am still gonna try to look that up real quick because hold on.
So while you look for that, the next one is an ability word that didn't start as an ability word returns.
That one's really, really vague, and I feel like there's a lot of stuff that wasn't an ability word and then became an ability word.
Mm-hmm.
For example, lifelink used to be whenever this creature deals combat damage, you gain that much life, and then later in the game that became lifelink. So I'm not 100% sure like what that one could be like at all, man.
Infect.
No, but infect, like, oh, as in like the
No,
word. Oh wait, I understand now. The word like returns, but was infect?
I don't
Could
know.
you
I
gain
just
poison counters somehow without having infect before that?
I I think so. I think that there were cards like that,
Hmm.
but I don't know. That's the thing. But probably, one of the ones that gets me very intrigued is that one that says rare cycle of 1+1 granting lords. So we're getting more lords.
Yes.
Yes.
We're going back to Dominaria. You're obviously gonna have another Goblin Lord in there.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, give me more Goblin Lords. I'm okay with
Another
that.
night lord.
That is true. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure that like in if it's gonna be like the five colors, right? I assume that white is going to be knights.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna like try to assume
Blue,
humans, but I don't think so. So red is definitely
blue,
goblins,
blue's going to be wizards.
wizards. That is true. I was thinking of merfolk originally, but I don't think there's even any merfolk in Dominaria. Like not like a large like clan or tribe of merfolk in
Well, the
Dominaria.
last time that we got a lord for Morfolks was in Ixalan,
Oh yeah, but that's like a different
the
thing
two
entirely.
drop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
For black would be
black.
zombies.
mm,
What? But I don't know what else. Can we get demons again?
Yeah,
I mean,
no,
not again, but
I don't think. I mean, I would think it's really cool if there was like a lord for demons, but I don't think there's enough like cheap demons to be able to like make a deck like that.
mm,
I was trying to think of something else, maybe like involving the Cabal somehow, or maybe there's like a Phyrexian lord
how
in
about
black.
Aetherborn?
Ether. Well, I mean, if we were in the right plane, I'd say yes. We
Mm,
don't really have Etherborn outside of Ixalan.
well,
Hello,
rogues.
not Ixalan. Sorry, Kaladesh. Rogues, I think Rogues is like a possibility, but no, I think it's either going to be like either like you said. I think that the three mainline options here would be zombies. What was the other one? I literally just said it.
Wizards.
Phyrexians. At least for
Oh,
black,
okay.
I mean,
Oh,
like
for
zombies,
black.
Phyrexians, and or I had a third one in mind, but I'll remember it at some point in
Clerics.
time. I want it to be clerics because I just built a cleric deck, and that would somewhat make sense within the Cabal for them to be like some kind of cultist or
Mm-hmm.
cleric. But I don't know if the Cabal are going to be an issue in Dominaria United, considering that the Cabal got taken out essentially by Liliana and Gideon last time they were in Dominaria. So I don't think the Cabal is going
That's
to
true.
be a threat again. I could always be wrong, but so I think that our two mainline options are essentially either zombies or Phyrexians.
See. Remember that we were an ability word that didn't start as an ability word returns, and then there's this other one that says a card that grants poison.
Hmm. Okay, so no, because like poison counters are like essentially like they're not their own thing because infect does poison counters, but yeah, like I don't think those two are related like the card that grants poison and the ability word that returns. Unless I gotta look back because I know there was a sliver that instead of having infect had poison. Like he made everything like uh gained like pseudo infect essentially because it didn't have the word infect on it. So that would make some level of sense.
I'm right now searching. Okay, here's a card from the old days. At the beginning, put an infection counter. Oh wait, feasting. The beginning of your upkeep, you may put an infection counter on feasting wound. Yeah, but that's different.
Hmm.
Yeah, I don't see anything here like that. The word infect is like out.
Oh, okay. So I did see some fun stuff here on Reddit. I do want to see what's the ability domain because okay, they just said that because you have like the colors of the Painbow commander deck that's coming out, it makes sense for the ability domain to be the what should we call it, to be like the thing that the keyword that didn't start as a keyword essentially. What was it again? I forgot the name. An ability word that didn't start as an ability word.
Yeah,
They're talking about domain, and it has something to do with five colors. I'm personally like just assuming that it's gonna be
yeah.
a
I
number
think
of
I
basic
I think
land
I've seen,
types. Yeah,
I've
came
seen
out
cards
in
like that
Invasion and Modern
domain.
Horizons too. So it's a term that refers to cards that rely
Counts
on
another
and
different
count
basic
the
lands.
number of different basic lands. So in that case, it would make sense, for example, if the 5 mana value creature got uh
Domain.
yeah, domain. So then like +2/+2 for each basic land type among
That
lands you
makes
control,
sense.
or something like getting like +2/+2 for each color spent to cast it, that kind of stuff.
Okay.
So which again would just kind of play into like the whole like painbow theme.
Mm-hmm. So the next one is we are getting a new artifact with Lotus in its name.
That is most likely like everyone's like most anticipated card at this point.
Yes.
I'm just
We
hoping
got
it's
Jeweled
not.
Lotus.
Yeah,
I hope it's not a reprint. Well, it says new, so it can be
yeah,
gilded.
exactly.
Can
I'm
be
I'm glad
gilded.
it can't be Gilded Lotus. I'm like so
Yes.
happy about it too.
I don't know. I do hope that it's a good. I hope because the thing is that Wizard of the Coast, we all know that they are like, hey, we know that EDH exists, but we don't care about it that much. But we're gonna keep giving you
Mm,
cards in
I don't
every set,
I don't
like
I
that you
don't think
guys can
it's
be
that they don't
happy.
care. I feel that Wizards just hasn't found a way to very effectively monetize Commander the way that they can do with like standard or even modern up to a certain degree. I
They,
feel
you know what? I would say that you can monetize it if you do make like official events in local game stores.
yeah, no, but the other thing is that I feel like for them to be able to monetize Commander, they have to be able to impact the format in ways similar to Modern Horizons, right? Like how Modern
Hmm.
Horizons impacts the modern format.
Yeah.
And I think that they did accomplish some of that with Dominaria, but I'm not Dominaria, my bad. With like the first iteration of Commander Legends, because Commander Legends Baldur's Gate just didn't do much
No,
to the format, like at all. Um, but
it didn't
being
do
able
anything.
to affect a format that way without um having to essentially break the format on every single release, I feel like is really difficult with Commander because Commander just has like these certain like set staples, and usually cards that like make it into the format that way, like unless they're basically like game changing, like it's just people just don't really like, care, I guess. And it's harder to get those certain commander players to buy sets, I guess.
That is true. That is really, really true. So I hope it's a good Lotus. I hope it's a card that we can use in anything. So the next one and the last one of the like teaser cards is a character players have been requesting get a card for years, finally gets one.
I think that's going to be the Raven Man
Hmm.
because we already have art for him.
Probably,
Like
yeah.
I'm pretty like I'm almost sure it has to be the Raven Man on this one. I could definitely be wrong, but I I do think that that's just going to refer to the Raven Man, even though I don't know if someone already like confirmed that the Raven Man was going to be in the set. So I don't know if it's just like a redundant like thing or if it's well just that. I don't know if it's going to be like redundant or if it's something actually like referring to like another character entirely.
I already like. I've been skimming the list of the cards
Yeah.
of the effects, and I already like one. The one I already love one of them. Oh
Actually,
God,
I really enjoy the first one. As long as Enchanted Creature is
yeah,
legendary, like I can't wait for that to be something like ridiculously strong for Commander.
dude,
I
this
hope it is.
exactly. No, I was like, I hope it's white because I can put it in
Yes,
this guy's commander.
gotcha. I forgot the name. Light Paws.
Light Paws.
Yeah,
Yes, I added
and
a new card to Light Paws. I added Celestial Mantle to the deck.
ooh,
Oh
fun.
yes,
Yep,
I love
very
it.
fucking fun.
The next one is you may exile an instant or sorcery card with mana value X or less from among them.
I feel like this is either gonna be like a reveal from the top of your library
Mm-hmm.
card, or it's
Yeah,
gonna be a like exile from your graveyard. Both like are just as interesting, to be honest.
yeah,
I don't have much to speculate on that one. It just looks fun.
yeah. It is. Then the next one is exile each non-land permanent with mana value 2 or less. This is
I
a
do
board wipe.
I do find it interesting though
Why?
that that one is all in like it doesn't have any capitalization.
That's true.
So this is like in the middle of like something's card text. So
Mm-hmm.
maybe this is like an ETB effect or
Or maybe it's like the board
oh,
wipe that is in
hold
Strixhaven.
on. I just realized how strong that is though.
Yeah,
Each non-land permanent with mana value 2 or less. Wow, that is insane. We're talking about like screw your soul ring, screw your mana crypt, screw like you oh
screw all your rocks.
you spent the whole game ramping? Yeah, yeah, okay, exile all of it. What?
Exile
Oh
all
yeah,
of it.
you heard
Yeah.
me.
It's
Like
like, oh, now you can cast your big dragon or whatever heck you. Dude, this card affects Orengo's Urza commander so hard.
it affects all of my commanders. Like my
Does it
shit.
affect mine? Wait, no. Shurikai has
I mean,
big things.
I mean, I assume this pretty much just kind of hits things all across the board
Mm-hmm.
because like mana value 2 I
Or
feel
less.
is pretty like yeah. But like at the end of the day, like one drops, like sure you got your soul rings and your mana dorks, and which is really impactful for like players playing in those colors and stuff. But like mana value 2, there's so many like really
Mm-hmm.
strong things just kind of floating about in mana value 2
Yeah.
that can really affect your game early on. Like if you drop something like that early on in the game, like you're gonna screw some people out of the game essentially.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I
And
completely agree. Yeah, it is a.
in formats like CEDH, I just personally think it's even stronger
Oh
because
hell
the
yeah.
earlier you get that down, like oh, everyone's just relying on the fact that they have rocks on the floor, and then suddenly, boom, you blow it all up, and it's like okay, well, I guess half of the
I
table
guess
is
we
essentially out
we
of the game.
exactly.
It's like a
We
scoop
have to start from zero, people. So the next one is enchantments. Enchantment creatures you control have. So have
haste.
haste, hexproof,
That's interesting though.
Shroud.
That's for enchantment creatures.
Yeah. So probably we'll have a little bit more of enchantment how do you call it, boost, because there is already an Naya enchantment deck that's
Are Phyrexians gonna be like half enchantment instead of like half like artifact? They're gonna be enchantment artifacts now.
that's interesting.
Enchantment artifact creature. Just make them extra vulnerable.
Ooh, that's spicy as heck.
Nah, but like
Enchantment creatures you control have
you're getting
X.
like I would assume that what this would mean, for example, for standard is that then we're gonna get like where there's the possibility of getting like an enchantment creature deck,
Mm-hmm.
which I feel like is a total like it sucks that that this happened now and that for example the Theros set wasn't released like
Yes,
closer to this, you know, because that's where I feel like you could really take advantage of enchantment builds.
exactly. And then the thing is that then you have sets like Kamigawa, and Kamigawa had
Oh, Kamigawa actually has a fair
enchantments.
share of enchantment creatures.
Exactly, that's
Yeah,
what I'm saying. It's
yeah, I forgot about
enchantments
that.
and vehicles, so it it complements each
Oh,
other.
I'm thinking because we had a bunch of sagas, a bunch of
Mm-hmm.
new sagas that came out. So I'm thinking maybe like someone that can try to get a build going involving like the
Right.
old enchantments and then just like the new sagas. If some of them flip over to creatures, you get more enchantment creatures to work with. I
That's
don't know.
true.
Even if it's jank, I think that something really fun involving enchantment creatures might come out of this set just
Mm-hmm.
based off of like this like quick spoiler because unless you have like other enchantment creatures to complement this ability with, it wouldn't make sense to have this in a draft box. You know what I mean?
That's true. So the next one is if X is 3 or less.
I got nothing on
So
that one.
for my guess is that probably this is a card that will have, if X is 3 or less, this happens. If X is 3 or more, this happens.
Okay.
It probably might be that. Just for me, because you know that, for example, Banefire, if
Yeah.
you use Banefire for 3, then you just do 3 damage and that's it. But if you do Banefire for 5 or more, the card can't be countered.
Yeah, I remember.
So probably it's something like that. The next one is for each opponent who doesn't, that player loses 2 life and you draw a card.
That sounds like so much fun.
Yes.
That sounds exactly like the kind of card I want to have in a Selvala deck.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But like green white Selvalas, just like yeah, just give her good
Sexy.
cards. Come on, let's go.
So the next one
Um,
is instance or sorcery cards with mana value 1 or 2. I feel that this card is so mono red.
I think it's going to be like something either mono red or something blue that's going to mix really well in with like like Izzet stuff, like for Izzet
Okay,
decks.
that makes sense. Yeah, that
I think
makes
it could
sense.
be it could quite possibly be either red or blue. It would be kind of nice to see red get more tools to go like mono red spellslinger though.
Mm-hmm.
Like I've been dying to see like a well like constructed like mono red just absolute like spellslinger deck. Kind of like how think modern a few years back had something similar in which like you had your prowess creatures.
Yeah.
So you just kind of like sling to the face and then have the prowess creatures get bigger. Like if we could get
Well,
that back in standard, that'd be sick.
if you well, mono red still has it if you play mono red in modern, because monastery Swiss spear. What's this other guy's name from Omcat?
Yeah, I remember. I remember. And then you
The
got like the Gitu lava runner. That's
Yeah, the
that
Gitu
they
Lava
used to.
Runner, exactly. So it would be cool. It would be cool to see something like that. The next one is very interesting. Pay any amount of mana.
Pain amount
So
of mana.
probably this is going to be one of those cards that you pay like you pay the cost of the card and then you can pay as much more. just to do something ridiculous in the end. Because it's not pay X, it's pay any amount.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to feel about that one. Pay any amount of mana. I
Mm-hmm.
think that that one actually might have to do with like I think it might be related to like the domain ability somehow.
Probably.
On like pay any amount of mana, but then like depending on like the colors, you'll get like certain effects or something. I don't know. Pay any
This
amount of
next
mana.
one, this next one, I really do like it because we do already have Katori that does turn your vehicles to crew 2, but this one turns your vehicles to crew 1.
That's insane.
This is ridiculous. Just imagine that you
I
can
find it kind
crew
of
Shorokai
redundant
with
to be
one.
honest.
What
Yeah,
do you
no, crewing Shurikai for one sounds insane, but I
exactly?
feel like it's a little bit redundant in the sense that you already had like a card effect that reduced your crew essentially, like it made it all two, for example,
Yeah,
like
but
in the
Katori is for
previous set.
commander, it's not for standard.
Actually, yeah, that's a really good point. Never mind. I'll shut up. It's
So
a really
this
good point.
one does complement a lot the Kamigawa set because in Kamigawa there's a lot of good um vehicles. Even though if you think about it, even in New Capenna, but in New Capenna you will get like I think there's only like two vehicles that are good.
Yeah, I like barely remember the vehicles in New Cabana, to be honest.
In the New Capenna, the best one is one that it says that it has XX for the number of exiled cards in,
Oh yeah, yeah.
and then you can tap it to exile something.
Hmm.
So that it's a really good vehicle card. So the next one is and the last one like that we can go to the end of the list that are the creature types.
Hmm.
It says where X is the number of legendary creatures you control.
X is the number of legendary
Mm-hmm.
creatures you control. Maybe like a no, I was thinking it was gonna be like maybe something similar to like Kamal's like the
Well,
Genesis the pseudo Genesis wave, but no, I don't think that's gonna be it.
there is already a card in standard that says legendary rule does not apply.
Yeah, I mean, but usually just like that only applies to yourself, not to your opponent. So
Yeah, exactly. But okay, but think about it this way. Let's say that you have a creature that's legendary that has a great effect,
oh, I see what you mean. Because like the
and then
legendary rule wouldn't apply, but if you copy it over and over, you can.
exactly.
Okay, I see what you mean.
Like let's say, for instance, Neheb, the one from Hour of Devastation.
Hmm.
Even though he was a 5 drop, so it's a bad
That example, but
bad
I
example,
get what
but
you mean.
just using it in that. So you have Neheb in your standard deck, and then you go ahead play the artifact. The legendary rule does not apply. Then you have like three Nehebs in your field, and then you're like, okay, so I do this where X is the number of legendary creatures you control, and then I have three Nahabs and whatever else I have in the field that's legendary, uh, and it does X thing. That would be kind of dope. I don't know. Probably we will get because we've in the previous what's that was it? Yeah, in Kamigawa, we did get the Goshen Tide that makes shrine tokens. So probably might we might get something that makes legendary creature tokens.
That'd be interesting. I mean, it's not the first time we've seen legendary creature tokens, so
Mm-hmm. But it will be great because then you have a reason to use the mirror, and then you have a reason to use the card because then this might be an enchantment or it might be a sorcery probably or an instant. It could be one of those three. I don't think it's a artifact because it's how it reads. It feels like it has like it has the effect and then this condition.
I mean, it could be something along the lines of like draw X cards, where X is the number of legendary creatures you control.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
It could kind of just be any of those things, right? Because if like that's not a lot to go on, but I don't know. It'd be interesting. It'd be interesting to see.
Okay. So here are the creature types that we will be seeing in the set. We're gonna get Dryad Warriors. We already seen that before. The second one is really interesting. Phyrexian Horse.
I mean,
That's
that makes sense. You're gonna
that
go to
makes
war. You
sense.
need some horses to go to war, right?
This one is
Go
actually
to
cool.
fantasy war.
Elf Archer in red.
Red. That's very interesting.
hmm Then we got Lure Goyf.
Elf. Wait a minute. With an elf artificer down there, like, are we?
Yeah, there's a legendary creature elf
Can
artificer.
you
Yes.
can you imagine just getting like a bunch of like like essentially like color shifted cards for Dominaria United some like for some reason?
You mean
Like you get a bunch of red elves and you get like let's say
oh,
like
okay.
white like some white demons or something. I don't know, that'd be sick. I don't think
That
that's
would
gonna
be
be the
cool.
case, but that would be so sick.
Then we got Lorgoyf, that I think that's the creature type of Tarmogoyf, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Correct. Yeah, that's like their species or whatever.
hmm We have human core soldiers that we've seen them in the past. Now legendary creatures. This is the good part because these can be your future commanders. We have legendary creature elemental demon.
Yes. That
We
that that
have
alone just sounds like so much fun that I just need to get my hands on it.
oh yes. Then we have frog beast.
I'm hoping that aside from the legendary creature frog, that we get one or two extra frogs because that way we can complement what's his name? Grolnock, or was that his name?
Yes.
Yeah.
Then we have elf artificer. That's the card that Chris mentioned. We're going to get a Via Shino Warlock. And then the last one that sounds very interesting, Phyrexian
Phyrexian
Merfolk
Merfolk Wizard.
Wizard.
Yes. In that sense, I think we're definitely getting uh I got to think about any like legendary wizards in Dominaria to see like which one was the one that got his brains taken over.
hmm
Hmm.
And then, just in case, like that, everybody knows tomorrow is going to be the official date where spoilers are going to be presented tomorrow. So don't miss out. It's going to be at the Wizard of the Coast Twitch channel and YouTube channel. So go ahead because they're going to be announcing D&D and Magic the Gathering things for its stores and as well the beginning of our favorite moment that is preview season.
I mean,
So
is it
don't
our
miss out.
favorite moment? Like we're just getting preview season after preview season
Oh God, yes.
nowadays. But yeah, no, it is our favorite moment. We get to see if like some of our speculations come true, see if the speculations that Reddit has have come true, and it's an all around fun time for everybody. I'm also really excited to see that we're getting D&D content announced along with all of the spoiler season things coming in because that means we're most likely getting a Dominaria setting for D&D,
Yes.
which big stuff. Like I've been waiting for this like for years, and I think like when one of the last podcasts where we actually talked about D&D and Magic as like a thing, right? um that's like one of the things that like I mentioned. It was like, hey, like why have we not gotten a Dominaria source book yet? Wizards, what are you doing? Well, I guess I got my answer. Like this is what they were waiting for this whole time. I'm hoping that's it because this
Yes,
this
same.
this is the moment to capitalize on it. Like you're celebrating 30 years of Magic. You're coming back to one of your most iconic sets ever. Like this is the moment to release your source book. So I'm really excited about this.
Not only that, one of the things that I wanted to mention here in tonight's live stream is that I will be speaking with Chris because Chris is a dungeon master. So here at Cardboard Cave, we do talk about magic, but as well we're geeks. So we will be trying to see if we can spice up the channel, have a couple of one shots with Chris. Let it be magic related or let it be an adventure for us, and as well
You
I
know,
will
if it's going to be on the Cardboard Cave like page, it's going to be Magic related. I can't.
no, yeah,
It
but
can't be
as
any other
well,
way.
but it would be kind of cool that you can find a group of people that can go inside StreamYard and play some D&D.
I would love to. I mean, and if there's any other viewers that might be interested, like I would definitely be willing to try something out with like being able to coordinate those sessions to be able to get some viewers
Hell
in here
yeah.
because it's always fun to interact with you guys.
It is. It is. So, Chris, everything that we spoke about today, do you have any last thoughts?
Um, Everyone, just hold on to the edge of your seats. Tomorrow sounds like it's going to be a fantastic day for Magic, and for Dungeons and Dragons. And hopefully, we're going to get a mix of both of those things in some of those announcements. As always, we've had billions of announcements of like a bunch of Magic product all over the place, and all I gotta say is, hey man, if a product's bad, buy singles.
Yes, it
Anything else
is.
you
It
wanna you
is.
you wanna like send us off with, John?
So, just a reminder again, August 31st, don't miss out our Commander Fan Night. And if
Yeah,
everything goes well in an email that I just received from the Cardboard Cave, we will have a big announcement for our viewers. So I will be giving the details to Chris, and I will present him what we're going to be doing. So we have to keep it a secret for now because it's still not official. But in regards to that, August 31st, put it in your calendar. Don't miss out that live stream, all of us against two of our fans. Because what we're going to do, just to give you a small explanation, guys, we will be randomly choosing pod one and pod two in regards to our fans. Our fans will be going against two of us, and then the other two as a second round. Like that, you guys can have great commander games while the other team is playing. Then the team that is on benched, they will comment, talk to everybody, and if they do see something that like a ruling or something, they're there like that, we can you know keep the flow going in the game. so
definitely.
so again, and like I mentioned at the beginning, our merchandise store link is on the top. Just go ahead, click it, check whatever shirt you like, or sweatshirt. We have shirts as well for females. So if you guys are interested in any of our merchandise, just go ahead, go to the link, and now whatever you order will go straight to your home. As well, altersleeves.com. Use the affiliated link or use our affiliated code Cardboard Cave. Get 5% off your order, and it will be great because you would be supporting us. And as well, if you guys want to give us a tip or anything, we do have our tip jar on the top. Like that, you can just go ahead, click, donate anything that you want. It's just for us to keep moving forward and making more content for you guys. So
Definitely.
this episode will be live on Friday. So tomorrow we will be editing it and posting it in the social media platforms. So, and as well, be paying attention to our Facebook page because we will be paying attention to the Magic the Gathering live stream to keep you guys up to date on everything Magic the Gathering related, and as well content for you guys. There is something that JP is cooking already. I think he does have the first episode done in paper. We're just waiting for him to record it, like that we can post it. But he will be giving you guys a in-depth upgrade for your commanders. He will go with forward with different commanders like that. He can give you tips of what cards to remove and add to your commander. So, Chris, tell the people, where can the people find you? Wait, wrong side. Find you.
All right, so the people can sometimes find me in my Twitch, streaming every once in a blue moon, different games. Thinking of going back to Ghost Runner, so that'll be fun. Um, and you can find me here, the Cardboard Cave podcast, and on all of our social media, interacting with each and every person that sends us a quick message. So, John, where can they find you and everyone else?
So, guys, you can find me straightly forward in Cardboard Cave. I will be putting my gloves off. I'm not going to be working at Real In Films no more. I'm going to be dedicating my time to Cardboard Cave and as well to the Nerdy Basement. So, if you guys want to see myself interview directors, actors, and comic book creators, go to the Nerdy Basement on YouTube and on their website. That my they have great, amazing content, and as well they do have movie reviews, and they have different comic book reviews, but as well they have myself interviewing all of these amazing creators of the entertainment business. So if you guys want to check that out, a couple of interviews are already up in YouTube. The most recent one is the interview with the creators of the comic book that will be releasing on the 19th on Friday, that is called True Cult. So if you guys want to know how True Cult is was created and the idea, go to the Nerdy Basement and you will see that interview right there. So that's where you can find me, as well in the Movie Guy podcast. That these couple of days I haven't been able to go and be a part of it because of, you know, me having a family. Family goes first. So plus we're still on the verge of moving. We hope so that everything goes well in regards to that. But don't forget, you can find Odengo everywhere. Just find him. He makes movies, and as well, he does have a very great episode. If I'm not mistaken, it's tomorrow. He's going to be interviewing a Puerto Rican director. He's the one that directed Pica. Oh shit, I forgot the name of the movie. Is it Picandolante? I think I think so. Is that one? I don't remember. It's a Puerto Rican movie that was released a couple of months ago. He will be talking to him. This Israel Lugo. So pass by in Cinemas podcast, or as well in the Movie Guy podcast. And JP, you guys know you can find them here in the Cardboard Cave podcast page. So I hope you guys have a great day. Don't forget about tomorrow's preview season starting, and we will see you in the next one. Bye bye.